Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Taz, and you are listening to or watching the Intro Podcast. We are back. First and foremost, I feel like I have not seen y'all since last year. When it comes down to recording something, and we got to do better. But today, I have been trying to get this particular show here for a couple months. My guest, well, our guest today, when I first heard this man of God preach at Christ Cathedral Church.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was in the front row, and excuse the way I say this, but he was preaching so good, I wanted to say, praise nigga. I don't know, I guess speechless isn't even the right word, but a man of God, a husband, a businessman, a father, and when I say credible in every single one of those areas, ladies and gentlemen, the man of God, Bishop Edwin Love, is in the house.
Hey, let's get it.
How are
Let's
you,
go.
Bishop?
Man, I'm well. How are y'all?
I'm really, really good.
I'm good.
Doing well.
Willie Montez, it's been a minute, so what's up? Since we've been in this environment, of course we've done the live, but
Yeah.
it's been a minute since we've been here. So what's going on?
For me, man, everything. Work, of course, doing stuff in the library world, trying to take that to the next level.
Yeah,
Programming, of course, we have a podcast there as well. Married life,
Yeah.
make sure I'm there for the wife. Shout out to Tamika.
yeah.
Being there for family, just the everyday life, but also making sure that I'm taking time for myself as well.
Yeah.
That self-care, I believe, is very, very important. When it comes to men, we don't do it often.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely gonna cover that with Bishop also. Montez, since you're not traveling the 7 seas,
You caught me on a good week. You caught me on a good week.
you in town, so
Yeah.
I had to do a show because I know I don't get you here that often.
That man be traveling, man.
all over the
Stop.
world. So anything happening since your last voyage?
Since my last voyage, man, I have started a new assignment, some elevation. I have started some elevation, so I am now a supervisor at my job. So just trying to get used to that new role.
Yeah.
Trying to lock in and get used to people, figure out what my role actually is.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
I think a part of this interview today is going to kind of answer some of those questions because I definitely want to touch on something with Bishop. I spoke with you right before we started the show. You preached a message about how whenever God led you to start your own business and things that you had to get used to and learn and realize and all this stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's going to help you out, Montez.
I'm looking forward to it.
I got to talk about this book, Something to Offer, A Guide to Giving by the Bishop Sherman C.G. Allen. This book is available right now on Amazon. I need you guys to get this book.
Yes.
Because I
Gotta go get it.
I used to not want to give money because I would be like, I'm giving you money, and the traditional Baptists would have a meter on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and they're color in how much money y'all done made.
Yeah.
And this red hasn't left in about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm giving you money.
No movement, no progress. Go ahead,
None.
sir.
But I'm seeing all this other stuff. But this book helped me out.
You talking about the Bentley parked in the church? Is that what you're talking about? No.
They had a Bentley. They had a 2-story, 4 bedroom house, but it was just a husband. I'm like, a husband and a wife. So what y'all doing with these extra rooms?
But they say they can't drive it though. The members can't drive it though, but it's for the church.
I just saw a video. I know what you're talking about. I saw that video recently. Hilarious. I'm not going to waste any more time. I just want to get into this conversation with Bishop. First and foremost, who is Bishop Edwin Love?
Well, first off, I'm a child of God, love God with every fiber of my being. I'm a husband. I am a father of 3 amazing children, and I'm an entrepreneur, a minister, and that's me in a nutshell.
How long have you been in ministry?
Man, I was talking to my wife the other day. I've been ministering for 28 years.
Wow.
I'm 39
Jesus.
now. So most of my life,
Yeah.
I've been in ministry. Started really when I was 7, ministering to the masses in my home, my grandmother's house. After every Sunday morning, I would preach to my sister teddy bears and my 1,000 men army and
Yeah.
all of my toys. Put them up, of course. I had a little playhouse that was representing the church, and I had my little Bentley pulled into the garage.
Come on. Yeah, Bentley.
That's funny.
So, man, and I would preach, and I would tell every Sunday, I would tell them, that if you don't repent, in hell you're gonna lift up your eyes.
Yeah.
And I would tell those teddy bears those things.
Yeah.
And some got even baptized. I remember baptizing Rubber Ducky.
Praise the Lord.
Giving it
Praise the
back,
Lord, Rubber Ducky.
to the Lord. But I
It's even
remember.
now.
But for some that would, be like playing church. But when I got to look at it, I was like, God was giving me training because that's what I'm doing now.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I'm
good.
winning souls, having compassion. Now it's real people.
Yeah.
And so that's man, for a long time, 28 years, doing ministry.
Since you've been doing it for that long, starting at that age, is there anything that you feel like as a kid you missed out on, or were you still able to live the kid life, the teenage life, and still do ministry, or was it kind of constricted to certain things?
Man, I tried to, but I couldn't because I grew up in a household where we was in church almost every single day.
Yeah.
Monday it was a meeting. I don't know why we was up at the church. Tuesday it was prayer meeting.
Yeah.
Wednesday it was Bible study. They turned into church service.
Yeah.
Then Thursday choir rehearsal. Then Friday we had Friday night deliverance night. Then Saturday we had the old people's home. That they call the nursing home.
Yeah.
Then Sunday morning, man, 9:45 Sunday school. Sunday school was so long, took over a morning worship at 11. Got out of there at 2:30. Had to be at someone else's church at 3:30. Had to come back at 6:45 for YPWW.
Yeah.
Then we think they're gonna cancel service. We're gonna have church at 8.
Yeah.
Then we started all over. But when I got to in high school, I was like, man, I gotta, church can't be all my life.
Yeah.
But I remember, man, going to one of the parties at Event Center. I'm an Everman Bulldog. I don't know if y'all familiar.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we know about
I'm a chaperone.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Come on, man. Can't be calling out the chaperone.
Old dirty white. But we were.
Dirty water. I know. That's what they say. Old dirty water.
But yeah, we had a party, and I remember going to that party with my high school friends and walking in, in my little suit.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, the bishop's here. Because back then, even before I was a bishop, they called me bishop. And I never wanted to be a bishop, and either it was bishop or it was Dr. Love. And so I remember showing up, and when I walked in, it seemed like everything went from to the window to your grace and mercy. I'm like, y'all was just
time to switch it up.
That's
so
hilarious.
it was, even in high school, there was a level of respect that
Wow.
even my classmates had for me. And I think we celebrated our 25th class reunion, 20th class reunion, and we had an opportunity to host them at our church, and all my classmates was there, and it was just phenomenal. But I remember, this was so fun. I remember at the banquet the night before, my class president came up to me and said, "Hey, Bishop, thank you for you and Lady Love for stopping by, but y'all might want to go ahead and step out now because it's about to make a whole nother turn."
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how even just the respect that even your peers have for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, been in it for a minute.
I want to jump in. You mentioned preaching at very young age, preaching to the teddy bears, preaching to the rubber ducky, getting saved. So for me, I believe mentorship is everything. So who were some of those mentors in your early childhood that help you cultivate those gifts?
Well, I lost my father at a young age.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to graduate, and I remember my mother coming in the room and said, "Hey, I know you said your father told you he was going to be there, but he's not going to make it. He died. He had a massive heart attack in his sleep." And I grew up in a single parent home.
Me too.
And my mother did the best that she could, but a mother could take her son so far.
Right. Yeah.
And so I remember having just different men, like my uncle, which was my dad's brother, who stepped up and became a father figure in my life. And he was a bishop in the church, is a bishop in the church, and very well active. And it was somebody I looked up to.
Wow.
So just being around, men like that. My mother was a type of woman, is a type of woman. She didn't believe in bringing men around me,
right.
So, it was, this, my uncle, my pastor at the time, and those have been mentors. But then I remember when I was 8 years old, on the radio, Heaven 97, KHVN.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yes.
And hearing some guy on the radio just preaching up a storm, and they would come on. It seemed like almost every night around 7, and it was Shiloh Institutional Church of God and Grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bishop Sherman.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, when I grow up, I wanna preach just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember how God just brought that a few years back in full circle. How I was able to, for so many years, to be mentored from a distance, not knowing him, not him knowing me, but him pouring into me without him knowing he's pouring into me.
Yeah.
All those years, and now able to be able within the last several years to actually see that manifest. Has been amazing. So Bishop Allen is a major.
Of course.
Sure.
Of course.
He has done a whole bunch for me in my life. In the little 2 years that I've been here, it seems like he's done more for me in 2 years than some ministries that I've been in for 12 years.
Wow.
Just listen the clarity in his words, make it seem like he's been sitting down in my apartment the whole entire week.
Yeah.
Montez, you have anything?
So can you tell me the best advice you've either heard or you've received personally?
That's good.
Yeah. Don't be overwhelmed by your losses, because it's your losses that give you momentum for your wins. A lot of people like winning, but you'll never understand what winning feels like if you never experience losses. And so in my life, I have experienced so many losses, and we love to talk about the wins, and we love to talk about the successes, but nobody like to talk about the losses. But it's some of those losses that have propelled us into our wins. And so I think it's so important that even for our young men and for those that are watching to understand and to see us experience those losses, because our life have become like social media filters. We only want to show the good things,
That's good.
and don't want to show the bad things.
How do you now, in the position that you're in, with the success that you have in ministry and in business, knowing that every day or every business deal doesn't go through or don't look like the way you feel it should, how do you continue in the times where it's like this is not what I expected this to be?
Man, it's sacrifice. And any business that you start is always going to be an upfront investment. If you don't invest in it, then why would you expect someone else to invest in it? And so just seeing, man, one of the things that I've am a student of is going back. I see people's success now, but I like to go back and read how they start.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
we lived in his car.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, went from job to job, and was just waiting for one big opportunity.
Yeah.
And now look at him now.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
So
course.
many failures and so many no's, and then seeing that one door open up, and that's where I live. My life, just trusting God step by step, not knowing what it's gonna look like, but expecting that all things gonna work out for my good, and that God's gonna get the glory out of it.
Let's talk about starting a business. A couple months ago, you inspired every bit of my life when you preached at Christ Cathedral, and you shared how you going into business for yourself. Explain that process to those who were not in the church on that day.
Yeah, so, man, I was in HR for 13 years. I worked my way up from HR assistant, went to HR generalist, went to a HR business partner, went to HR manager. And then one day my boss came in the room and said, "Hey, your boss quit." Who I couldn't stand, by the way. Your boss quit.
Just FYI.
And now you're going to become the HR director.
Wow.
And it's amazing because I was about to quit. Matter of fact, I wrote my resignation.
Wow. Wow.
And emailed it to the boss I don't like, saying, "Hey, I'm done." And she didn't accept it. She said, "We want you. You got good values. We love what you're doing. You're an asset to the company." And she didn't accept it, not knowing that she was training her replacement.
Sheesh.
And I looked back at that and I was like, man, what if I really just would have just made up in my mind, I'm done. But God, how he opened up that door. And so I was HR director for several years, and God just kept pulling on me to start my own HR consulting agency.
Wow.
And I just kept saying, "Oh no, I know what that looks like." No, I don't have the clientele, but God was giving me exposure.
Yeah.
As an HR director, I got to go to so many seminars and Sherman conferences, and I was able to get exposed to a lot of HR consultants and different things, and was able to make those connections.
Yeah.
And you always know, here's a note, you always know what God's about to do in your life by the type of people he start adding in your life.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Wait, say
that
one more
again,
time.
brother.
My
You will
goodness.
always know what God's about to do in your life by the types of people he starts sending in your life.
That's heavy.
So he started putting me around people that was already where I was trying to get.
Yeah.
And so that and I've learned that over the years. Get around people that's where you already trying to be, where you're trying to be at.
Right.
That makes
And
sense.
so I started having HR consulting connections that started their business, and I just started seeing their success, their work, and became a mentee of some of them, and just growing. And then one day, God just said, "All right, now it's time. Take that leap of faith, step of faith." And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm about to leave a 6-figure job.
Wow.
My God.
That all I got to do is just come here, show up.
Yeah.
I ain't got to go advertise. I ain't got to go market. This is already a business that's been around. And God said, "I want you to start Love HR Consulting Group." Man, and I wrestled with that for a minute because I was like, man, God, I'm literally stepping from something to nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, but ain't that how Peter was?
Yeah.
When God, Jesus was walking on the water and Peter saw him and he stepped out of the boat onto the water. Nobody else got out of the boat with him.
Nobody.
Walk heavy, sir.
By
Great
himself.
revelation.
And so God had said, this is something I'm going to give you, but you got to trust me. And so I started that, man. God blessed with that, and gave me so many, contracts.
Yeah.
That was just crazy, not knowing that COVID was going to come.
Yeah.
Wow.
And before COVID came, a lot of companies was outsourcing their HR. They was closing down their HR departments, and they was outsourcing their HR, their benefits, their employee relations, their HRS, their employee engagement, all of that outsourced. And so that's when my company was able to benefit from, because they was outsourcing.
Wow.
And God just set me up in the timing that He did. And then since then, started another business, which is working on credit. And so God, and then married someone that has a business, who's an entrepreneur. We got a salon. Shout out to my wife,
Hey.
my boo thing.
Hey, sis.
Say what up, sis?
We got a salon in Arkansas, and got a salon here in Mansfield.
Wow.
And so, gosh, it's man,
what's up.
it's been blessed.
I got there's this quote by Fred Taylor from the Pivot Podcast. He always says that exposure leads to expansion.
Yeah.
So once you become exposed to a certain thing, you can't become unexposed.
Yeah.
There's just more, that God is doing in your life. And so my question to you is, what are some characteristics or traits that every entrepreneur should have?
And accountability, and a strong work ethic. You got to talk yourself to getting up every day, because nobody else is gonna talk you. So you gotta stick with it. Even when one deal don't go through, you got to learn how to not how to learn from that, and how to glean from that, but then also how to keep moving. Because man, all it takes is just one yes.
Yeah. You got T?
What are some of the resources as an upstart entrepreneur? Feels good to say. What are some of the resources that you would recommend?
Learning, looking up where you are already, where you're trying to get to. Look them up. Books. I'm a reader, man. I read, and I invest in me, because you can put a demand on something, or you could demand something when there's an investment from you.
Yeah.
So you pouring into yourself.
Yeah.
You're not working for free. You done invested in yourself. Just learning as much as you can, from others, books. Do your research. I'll say this, man. I think I could be a lawyer.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I think I really could. I even told my wife, I said, I think I kind of want to be a lawyer. She's like, if you don't make up your mind. and man, I'm literally in school right now for pre-law.
Wow.
And what
That's
motivated me, and this is with me, and this I think this is gonna help someone. I was previously married before. Was married for 10 years. And my ex came in one day and said, either you're going to choose me or the ministry. That's your ultimatum. As I'm getting ready to go preach.
Wow.
So I'm getting ready and walking out. And gets back home. She says, what was your answer?
Yeah.
I said, you did just see me go preach, right?
That boy.
Yeah. It's going to be ministry.
Right. And then come home. She's gone. And my kids are gone.
Wow.
8-month-old son.
My God.
I think my daughter at the time was about 4. And man, for several years, I think 3-4 years, single, went through that process of, of bitter mother drama.
Yeah.
And went through a process where I was not able to see my kids.
Wow.
Kept my kids away from me. Spent all this money on lawyers and attorneys. Charged and maxed up my credit card just to have an attorney and for them not to do a good job. And so I remember learning the law, going through different things and investing in myself, and was able to fight, and now got full custody of my kids.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
for some, young man or out there that's having an issue with seeing your children or things like that, fight for it, be in that life. So that's why I said I could be a lawyer. I won my case without a lawyer.
Gotcha. How did you going through that season, that tough time? I mean, I don't have any kids. We want kids, but I'm pretty sure for you, that was a very difficult time fighting and trying to get custody of your children. So you as a man, how did you deal with that mentally and emotionally?
Man, it was hard. It was hard emotionally. So at that time, that's when I met my at the end of that, it was like 4 years, several years of being divorced, finalized. Then I met my my current wife now, who is amazing, and she just was that push that I needed in that time.
Yeah.
And so it was. I'm pastoring, I'm preaching, I'm encouraging everybody else.
Yeah.
Them not knowing I'm going through a mental fight. At one point I didn't see my kids for about 8 months. I don't know if y'all follow any. Yeah. That right there, that was one of the hardest things to ever do.
Yeah.
And I went through that. It was emotionally, it was mentally draining. Even before then, I would preach. I had a season in my life when I was going through that. I would preach, come home, close all my curtains. This was before I got married to my current wife. But while going through that season of not seeing my kids, come home, preach, encourage everybody else, go home, shut all my curtains, black it out, and have a moment like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is too much. And it was a hard season, but I had to remember what I preached, stand on my own words, and encourage myself, like David did, and push forward.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who is watching on Facebook, by the way. We have a comment by Ramel R. Davis Sr. He said that young man is me. I guess he's talking about what you just speaking about just now.
Wow.
Shout out to the pastor and the chef, Mr. Clay Simmons. Man, that food is delicious. He gave me some fish and grits. That was the first time I had fish and grits in my life. I ain't had it since, but it's delicious. You mentioned, that God is taking you somewhere by the people that he put you around.
Yeah.
How do you let go of the people who've been around you forever, but they're not on the same path?
That's a good one.
Because, that's whenever you hear, oh, you grand, you done changed.
Right. I think I saw something the other day. Somebody posted it. Tate. He posted, he says, I'm not cutting you off, but I am pushing you back. So some you got to know when to cut off, who to cut off, and then just sometimes just push people back. I've had that, man. People say you acting funny, and because sometimes you will outgrow people. Like, what do you still have your kids' size shoes?
Right.
Like, no, we can't wear those.
We can't wear
We
them.
have outgrown them.
Don't
And a
fit.
lot of us are hurting because we're trying to force ourselves into relationships that we have outgrown.
My God.
Your toes are hurt when you're trying to wear a size 3 when you know you're 11.
Yeah.
Like, what you
Preach.
think
You
gonna
know you're
happen?
an 11.
My
And
God.
so we're trying to revive relationships that God is trying to replace.
We're trying to put everybody
That's
on that hard monitor to try to,
Yeah.
Resuscitate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead relationships. And sometimes, sometimes that hurt. And you just got to realize who are liabilities and who's assets in your life. Because sometimes we can't go to the next level because we refuse to let go of who we were attracted to or who we were a part of, in last season.
Yeah.
The Bible says, lay aside every weight.
Yeah.
Everything ain't a sin. Some people are just weights.
Weights.
Yeah.
Some people
Right. What's the
Good.
difference in the weight and the sin? Now you done started this. I need this understanding.
Sin, sin is a transgression,
Yeah.
issue. But weights can be people, it can be things, it can be places.
Yeah.
Those weights, like when you are a runner, and I was, a sprinter in high school, they have on the lightest clothes.
Yeah.
so they won't have nothing that will slow them down.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Facts.
so a
Never
lot
thought
of
about
us
that.
are tired and overwhelmed with life, not because of our own stuff, but because of somebody else's.
Mm.
Yeah.
We got weights on us. And so, man, I cut somebody off real quick.
He say, I don't play no games.
Yeah, man, because
Yeah.
I've learned, man, some people are like leaches.
Yeah.
They would
they'll do it
suck
to you.
the life, drain the
Yeah.
life out of you.
It's funny you mentioned that. Going back to the message that I taught, I mean, all y'all were there when we had Edison Minute Revival in June, and I taught from the perspective of Jesus and the two thieves on the cross, but I didn't get to share one of my points. One of my points was when you think of a thief or a criminal, their natural nature is to take rather than to give.
Right.
And so when you think about our various relationships with people, if there are more withdrawals and deposits, then we become what I call spiritually bankrupt. Pulling on us, people are pulling, and at the end of the day, we become empty. They running around on full while our life has been
You're in the negative
destroyed.
side.
Yeah. It's like going to a bank account trying to pull money out, and you
It's
see the
nothing left.
insufficient fund.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. But a lot of times that translates to our various relationships with people. If we're allowing people to pull on us, and we're not being filled. So.
And which is a great transition. You are successful in everything that you do.
Yeah.
How do you balance ministry, father, husband, brother, like all these hats that you wear? Like you're giving constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you, number one, not lose your mind, but still just stay the course per se?
Man, I have my prayer time every morning, 5 a.m. Spending time with God is key. It's the core parts of my life. It's the center of my life. But I have an amazing wife that keeps me balanced.
Yeah.
You look at some of the failures of other leaders, and you see some of the things that you could learn from, because you learn something from everybody, what to do or what not to do. And just to see some marriages in ministry have failed because it's always been about ministry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why are you taking your wife to Holy Convocation for y'all church anniversary, for y'all anniversary, husband, wife anniversary?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why y'all listen to Amazing Grace right now? When
Yeah.
she got the candles lit. I mean, it's y'all just have a movie night.
Yeah.
Why y'all listen to Mahalia Jackson?
Talk, sir.
You gotta have
Yes,
balance.
sir.
Gotta have
And
balance.
my wife has taught me balance.
Yeah.
Wow.
She has taught me about how to have fun. I've learned how to cut Bishop Love off and be father,
That's
and
good.
be dad, or cut Bishop Love off and be a husband.
Yeah.
To my, because they don't need Bishop Love.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
That's good.
My son don't need Bishop Love. He needs daddy. My daughter don't need Bishop. She needs daddy. And so I've learned that over the years. Now I ain't saying I've always been that way,
Yeah.
but I have learned over the years how to manage that time, and to spend time. Like sometimes we got a rule in our home where, phones down, eyes up, where our phones are down and we're focusing on each other.
That's
we're
good.
focusing on our
I like that.
kids,
Feel
or the kids putting their tablets down, and we're spending family time together. Because man, these phones, you can lose them.
Yes, sir.
And so just having that balance, man, and still being on top of work, still having my study time, it's work.
I love how, see, I have a perspective in church that no one else has, because I'm always in the front with the camera.
Okay.
I love when you are at the pulpit and I look at your wife and she's looking at you like, that's mine up there.
That's right. A lot of people can't say that.
This is true.
Because sometimes who people are on the pulpit is not
It's
who
not
they
really
are at home.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
good.
so if you all
That's good.
spirit here, but you the devil at home.
Yeah.
My Lord.
And that's why your wife is on her phone.
Looking at yes, sir.
Can't
Talk,
take you
sir.
serious.
Facts.
So
That's good.
I got an amazing wife. She supports me,
Yeah.
and I support her.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she got a hair show coming up, and someone asked me, could I, preach? I said, oh no, I got it on my calendar.
Yeah.
I got to be there for
That's
my
good.
wife.
Prioritize.
Because she support me, I'm gonna support her.
How important is it whenever, like, knowing that she has this and this door has opened for you? Because a lot of which, number one, shows me that you are not the preacher that's preaching because you need the money.
Right.
Most preachers would be like, baby, look, I'm the bishop, and they call for the bishop to do the bishop's thing, so I'm gonna miss. How important is it for you to be able to say, okay, God, I'm this also, so I'm not gonna do this particular.
If my wife needs me, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Kids need me, I'm gonna be there. But my wife pushes me. She knows who she married.
Yeah.
And so she knows the assignment on my life and the pull and the responsibility that comes. There's never been a time that my wife said, baby, I don't want you to go. Never been.
Yeah.
She's always been that push. And if she can't come with me, she's holding down the home.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about her.
Yeah.
That's good.
She's going, she's doing. And, that's why I'm so grateful for God. Now, if they saying $10,000, you come preach.
Baby, look. I'm gonna say this after this.
Yeah,
You doing the hair show online?
I can log on and talk to the people.
10 bands, my God.
Man, Montez, you have anything? 'Cause I'm about to flip the script real fast in just a second.
Uh-oh.
I would say probably in the similar vein you were talking about being a father, and I was able to watch some videos, and then also hearing your testimony here today, it almost changed the question, but it really doesn't because you've been through so much as a father. What's the biggest thing that you have learned about yourself by being a father?
That's a good one.
What is the biggest thing that I've learned about myself, about being a father? That your presence is important. Yeah. Presence as a father is important. Like I said, that was one of the things I didn't have was a father.
Yeah.
And so that's why
right there
I
with you.
fought so hard
Yeah.
to be in my kids' life.
Yeah.
Because fathers give identity.
Yes, they do.
Genesis chapter 1, God gives Adam responsibility to name what God created. God created this. But if you look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 12, it was God that gave, Genesis chapter 2, verse 12, it was God that told Adam, now you name that. Yeah. Adam said, that's a bird. And literally, God put his mind into Adam. And whatever
Yeah, that's good.
Jesus.
God thought, Adam spoke.
Yeah.
And I could go a whole nother level with that. But Father's presence matter, and I've now that I am, I'm the, of my two oldest, I'm their. It ain't no exchanging.
Yeah.
It ain't no just seeing them every other weekend like I was when we got divorced. It's every single day.
Yeah.
I'm there, and so for my daughter, for my son. It's amazing, and it's teaching me about even me in a greater way that how much they need me.
Yeah.
Not just in my present, with my presence, but with my pour. Into them.
Yeah. Eric Johnson is on, and he said, great host. He said, no, that's right. I guess he's talking about everything that we're speaking about. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching on Facebook, and those who are going to be watching later on, whether it be on YouTube or Spotify. We appreciate you guys for that. I forgot to do this at the top of the show, and we always do this. Shout out to the best bishop on this side. Well, we got a bishop here too. So, yeah. God, see, it always happens to me. Shout out to the Bishop Sherman, C.G. Allen, and Dr. Otanya Allen of the Christ Cathedral Church. We love and appreciate you guys. The podcast mother, the one and only Laura O'Neal.
Hey,
Pastor
shout out to Mama.
Laura O'Neal.
We got shout out.
Thank you for everything that you do for seeding into us and pouring into us on a daily basis. Turning the corner a little bit. in ministry so young. I see even now a lot of younger men who are in ministry fight with whenever they're on the road. I used to travel and play for a lot of people, and the what's the right word? Just put it out there. They would struggle with how to handle their sexual desires.
Okay.
It was explained to me that because preachers are so used to being in front of the people and they praying and preaching and the crowd is then you go back to the hotel and it's just you and you need somewhere to let that energy go. How do you feel about that?
Discipline. You get discipline. Go home.
Go to your room. Yeah.
Have an accountability person, especially if you're single.
Yeah.
And you're on the road. You got to have some discipline, because man, what you don't overcome will overcome you.
Yeah.
And eventually, if you don't deal with it, then it's you're gonna number one, you're gonna mess up.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like Samson and lose a part of you because you laid in the lap of a wrong person.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it's just so important that you go in, do your assignment, and retreat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
go, there ain't no meetups.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why when you're after you done ministered, that's a vulnerable spot for a man or a woman.
Yeah.
You know, because you done poured out, you know, and you done given it, and people are drawn to that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's you got to be careful with that. That's why, you know, I don't travel alone. If I can't, you know, if I can bring, if my wife can't go with me, I have, you know, another brother go with me.
Yeah.
Not because I'm afraid of me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm just want to be in a position where I you know, I went one time a couple years ago, and it was went to go preach a church I've never preached there before, and a woman picked me up in the car, you know.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Picked me up from the hotel. I'm like, what they got going on over here?
Yeah.
And so I remember getting into that conference, get into that office before I preached, because I had to get it off my chest. And talking to the pastor, I said, sir, I appreciate the great hospitality that you've been presenting, but don't do this again.
Yeah.
Because I never want my good to be even spoken of.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because people, they are just, you know, you just don't want to put yourself in a position where things can just be turned.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, you gotta have discipline. If you cannot have discipline in that area, it's like a ticking time.
Yeah.
Because people are drawn to that. And it'll get you caught up. I've seen a lot of friends that have gotten caught up in that.
Yeah.
And have messed up their ministry and have messed up their witness because they got caught up.
Tiffany Wilkins? Cliffany said, you carry yourself well, Bishop.
All right. Blessings. Cliffany.
I tell him every time I see him, I'm going to his closet every single Sunday. I want all the suits that he can't fit, and I need all the cologne that he don't need. As a preacher, a man of God, how important is therapy to you?
Therapy.
Because in the African American community, it's shunned.
Yeah.
And especially if you're a black man.
Yeah.
We were raised, well, I know I was raised in Louisiana being told, walk it off. Or let's just pray about it and leave it there. People know, and I've shared on a lot of shows before, I dealt with, in my younger years, whenever I was the musician playing and singing and traveling and everything, being molested by one of the pastors that my pastors would send me out to. So whenever I confronted my pastors and let them know, their response was, let's just go on a fast.
Wow.
And that's it. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that I'm healed from that, because whenever I saw him on Facebook by mistake, I was triggered, and the immature me went straight to the comments. Y'all got my molester in y'all pulpit. Send. But if I would have gotten that therapy, or if I would have even known that it existed, I probably by now would be healed and would have handled this totally different. So as a man of God who I'm pretty sure you are a lot of people's therapist, how important is it for you to have somebody that you can talk to?
Well, several things. You cannot cast out what needs to be counseled through. And you can't cancel what needs to be cast out. And so, and make sure y'all share this. Y'all share. Y'all hit that share button.
Please.
Y'all hit that share. This is gonna bless. This is gonna bless somebody. I remember being brought up where, like you said, it was shown up. You don't go to no therapy. You need no sit on nobody's couch and be counseled. But we have a lot of people in church that is grieving. That is mentally unstable. There's just so many things that life has happened.
Yeah. Right.
That cause them to think by them shouting that it's gonna go away.
Yes. That's so good.
I don't care how many praise breaks you have when you've been molested or been assaulted or been in a domestic violent or abusive relationship. That you don't just get over that. You don't just get up off the floor and it's automatically gone. No, you have to deal with it. And sometimes us as pastors, and what I do, I know my limit. I know that there's people that have went to school for counseling. That have that got degrees and licensing for this. I know when to pass you off to them. Let me recommend you this person. And I think for so often, man, I got pastors failed, especially the old school ones. They fail to and I think a lot of them have wore themselves out because they wanted to be everything to everybody. And didn't know where to pass, where to delegate.
What delegate.
You know, and I recommend now get you a good therapist, get you a good counselor, you know, because, you know, it's going to, a pastor can do that, but, and I thank God for, we was on a call the other day and pastor's call with Bishop, and he recommended, you know, a person, a grief counselors, you know, and I thank God for that because there's a lot of pastors that don't. That say, well, come schedule a meeting with me and I'll get you through it. You know, and I think it's so important. I remember going through with my divorce, sitting on a counselor's couch and them bringing out things that I didn't see. You know, so I think it's needed. Really? I think a lot of church people need to.
No, you're right. No, it's funny you mentioned that. Like I mentioned earlier, having a podcast at the library, I had Dr. Tanya Cunningham, who's a grief counselor. Had her on the show. She's powerful. She blessed my soul, and she talked about this thing called spiritual bypass, and what she meant was a lot of people who are in churches. The shouting, the preaching, and all that, but behind the scenes, they're broken. They're going through, they're suppressing a lot of things. And she even mentioned her journey and going through multiple divorces and being in a psych ward. And she said when she got there, most of the people were preachers and pastors who were going through these things because they were suppressing so much. Just because you're preaching this message or you're doing that doesn't mean, like you mentioned earlier, that you just bypass what you're going through, work through that. And so it's crazy that you mentioned that.
I mean, literally, I think we was talking earlier. I had several people inbox me, but particularly this week, about them wanting to commit suicide. in my message to them, in my response to them, I didn't give one scripture. Not one. Because some people know the word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you got to know what people need in that moment.
In that moment,
Yeah.
yes,
You
yes,
know?
yes.
And so in my response to them, I was like, hey man, praying for you. You know, you gonna get through this, and just speak life into them.
Right.
But also here's a resource.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's the 1-800 number.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because people are, man, life is life in
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's people that come to church depressed.
Yeah.
I remember going through that thing. I remember, on my birthday, going through, and I testified about this a few years ago. I try not to talk about it because it's still touchy. But I remember at a place when I was going through that divorce and dealing with not seeing my kids. I said, God, coming home preaching. I said, God, I ain't gonna be able to do this no more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this. Here I am. I done counseled all these people and told them about their marriage and saved
Yes.
countless marriages. And now here's my marriage being
Yeah.
attacked.
Wow.
And I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed going through that. And I remember, man, it was like it was August the 27th. I can't remember the year. I think it was 2018 or 2018. Yeah, 2018. And I remember, man, getting my gun.
Yeah.
And having a bullet in my gun. I remember pulling it up. I had already rolled out my letter.
Wow.
My suicide letter.
Jesus.
And I remember pulling it up, and I remember my phone ring. It was my friend Bishop Nichols. Hey, what you doing?
Wow.
You really want to know?
Wow.
What you doing?
Wow.
I said, Bishop, I'm gonna call you back. Oh, cause I was tore up.
Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah.
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 I said, Bishop, I'm gonna call you. He said, no, let's go. I want to take you to Mimi's for your birthday.
Wow.
Wow.
April.
Wow.
We go. I get there. I'm with the thought of I'm gonna finish what I started when I come back.
Yeah.
I get to Mimi's. He's sitting there already. Like, hey man, God put you on my heart. I want to take you to breakfast. And I'm sitting there. He gets up. He goes to the restroom. Man, I'm about to get. That's why I don't like talking about it. He gets up, goes to the restroom, and I'm immediately just break down crying because I'm like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Going through a divorce, going through with my church, a loss of a building, all of it. Haven't seen my kids. It was just so much pressure.
Wow.
Money down, it was just a lot. From a house to a small little apartment, it was a lot. And I remember he got up, went to the restroom. I'm just crying. I wasn't even concerned about people around.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I got to get myself together before he get back here.
Mm.
But that didn't happen. He gets back there. He sits at the table. He says, God told me to tell you, you're going to make it through this.
Wow.
It was a word. That man saved my life for real.
Yeah.
He saved my life because, some people play, man, I'm done with life. It's done. It wasn't no talking.
You was just
I was
ready
done.
to go.
Yeah.
I was done because I felt like that was my only out.
Yeah.
And I remember him praying with me right there in Mimi's and get me through that moment. And I'm still preaching. I was still preaching.
Wow.
I was still encouraging people
Yeah.
through that. And nobody picked me up in the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
And so I remember going to counseling and getting through that. And the counselor helping me to become it, man. I'm thankful. And that's how I can recognize when someone is dealing with depression or dealing with suicidal thoughts, because that spirit I've seen.
I can attest to the fact that you know what to look for, because the Sunday that you preached, you start praying for people, and I was standing by the piano with my camera in my hand. You looked at me, you said, put the camera down and come here. Yeah. That night before, didn't nobody even know I was plastered that Sunday.
Wow.
Because that night before, because of everything that had happened with me, from the sicknesses to feeling invisible by people, I literally tried to kill myself the night before you prayed for me.
Wow.
And you whispered in my, well, you didn't whisper, God, if y'all ever let this man pray for y'all, he gonna pray for y'all like he preached, but he gonna pray in your ear.
I want you to hear me.
But your prayer, in layman's terms, was don't give up and God cover. For me, it don't take much for God to show me that somebody see me.
Yeah.
So just that prayer in itself,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, God, maybe you took a couple minutes just to brag about me to this man so that I wouldn't go through what I wanted to go through.
Why?
Because whenever I tried it years prior, I was ready to go. The only thing that stopped me was I was dumb enough to call my cousin, whose boyfriend was a Dallas police officer. And they tracked my car down.
Yeah.
I was here in Fort Worth. So they called the Fort Worth police. They tracked my car. I was at the Walmart on Hewlin. And that's how they found me. And it was only because, just like you, life just got big.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was dealing with stuff that instead of people seeing where I was trying to pull me up, they saw where I was, but steady calling, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? I had people, I was broke living in my vehicle, and people calling telling me, God told me to ask you if you could see this into. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Or let me ask you this, because maybe I'm wrong. Will God put you on people's heart whenever you don't have anything to seed or give them something for free?
I mean, yes, and no.
Okay.
Because it could be that, maybe that seed is not a right now seed. Maybe that seed is you're gonna sow later on. You still gonna seed. But I have sown my way out of brokenness.
Okay.
I have sown my way out of being without. That's how I have gotten to where I am right now because of my seed. Man, people see my now, but don't know what I had to go through to get here. Man, I've been without a job. I've been had a car repossessed. I know what it feels like to what I think is rock bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for those moments. In the moments, it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had me there so that I can be a testament to someone else that if God brought me out of there,
Yeah.
he can bring you out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost done, but like y'all don't understand how bad I need this and how long I've needed this for. Thank you guys so much for checking us out on Facebook. This is the Intro Podcast. I am your host, Taz. I have my boy, my brother right here.
What's going on, Miss Willie Beeman?
The one and only.
It's your boy T.
And today we have a special guest. I don't even call him guest. He's family.
Yeah.
The one and the only Bishop Edwin Love is in the house. I am I'm so excited about this. Montez, what you got?
Oh, man, just hearing your testimony, I think my biggest thing is because I know I have some misunderstandings now that I've been able to sit here and talk with you. What's one of the biggest misunderstandings that you've heard about yourself? What do people misconstrue about Bishop Love?
He's stuck up. He's stuck up. He think he's stuck up. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You haven't even. And I think, but there is a certain level of defense that I have, walls.
Yeah.
Because walls are established from wounds.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I need somebody to put in the chat. Walls are established
established
from wounds.
That's where
so
the
true.
walls come from. And so, yeah, I'm not as easy. I don't let everybody get close to me.
Yeah.
Because I allowed that and got wounded.
Yeah.
I may not let you in the inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
because I've got wounded by letting the wrong people in the inner circle.
So is it safe to say that some things we may not necessarily heal from, but it's okay to put those walls up to guard us?
I would say, yes, you have to have. Yeah, you can forgive, but you're not gonna forget.
Yeah.
And I think we try to forget things, but if you try to forget it and you force yourself to forget it, you're erasing the lesson.
Yeah.
What did that teach me?
Yeah.
That's good.
Not the fool with a Nick. I mean, not the fool with somebody like them. No more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You recognize that spirit. You'll recognize. Oh, that's a familiar spirit. That's a spirit I recognize. And so you know how to properly place them.
Yeah.
And where to place them.
Yeah.
Good.
And so I don't think I'm stuck. I love people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't fool with everybody.
No, you don't, because I watch you and you be in and out. When did you become? And so our last topic is going to be a little bit more serious, but I'm nosy and I have to know. When did you become this fashion?
What you mean?
Like, who is your tailor, sir?
Okay.
I have not seen you on a Sunday where you did not supposed to be on somebody's runaway. Where did you get this from?
Man, I remember in my brokest season having two suits, a black suit and a blue suit, and change up the shirt, change up the tie. Got a whole new suit.
Yeah.
I remember washing my suits and then having to earn my suits. But I remember.
Wait, why are you in my house right now?
I mean, you know,
I'm literally doing
What
it
you
right
say?
now.
I remember, you know, that, and I remember seeing like my uncle, who I looked up to, have tailor-made suits. I'm like, man, one day,
Yeah.
one day, I'm gonna be able to do that. I remember seeing it, and then God started placing me around pastors. They get, you know, their tailor-made suits, and not just pastors, but business owners and entrepreneurs. Tailor-made. It was something about, because I believe what people have thrown out. Never judge a book by its cover, but I beg to differ. Most people are gonna judge you
Yes, definitely.
by what you look like. You show up to a job as a HR person. You show up to a job interview and you don't look
Yes, sir.
like the model
Yes, sir.
of the company and what they're trying to present. They're gonna pass you up.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
But my tailor, can I give my tailors a shout out?
Yeah, because I need the information.
So
We all do.
Bishop Robert Nichols' son, they call him R3.
Yes.
Yes.
He's my one of them.
Wow.
And then Amon Wyatt.
Amon is everything.
He's my tailor. Matter of fact, he designed my wedding tuxedo. That just did it. And then Nicholas Moore, he does my custom ties and bow ties.
Wow. Okay.
My God.
I got to do this. Shout out to Amon. I've been associates with Amon for a couple of years. That young man,
You gotta get him.
he is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I never thought about actually connecting with him on that.
Yeah.
He is ridiculous. And he's anointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I need y'all to contact me. I'm gonna contact y'all. I got some suits. What you were saying about the dressing and the perception about, I'll say like 2 months ago, my client was here in town. What's his name? Michael Collier.
Okay.
And he was at the Arlington Improv for a couple of days doing shows. The first 2 days, I just, I'm working or whatever. I'm just going as me. He called me to the side. He was like, Terrence, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you. He said one thing. I said, what? He said, look at me. Look at everybody on the show.
Yeah.
Then look at you. What's missing? I said, man, just what is it? He said, nigga, don't you have one suit in your closet? I was like, yes, sir. I went home that night. The next 2 days, I wore suits, and the perception of every cooks, bartenders, they were like, "We like what you have on, sir." Before it was just, "Can I help you?" But the level of respect went all the way up just because I dressed the part.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people don't understand that dressing the part will either give you or take away from you.
Yeah.
Right.
When did you learn that?
I learned that as armor bearer, serving my pastor, 15, 16 years old. One, never outdress your pastor. And two, never dress beyond or away from your pastor, which simply means I'm not going to outdress you because you are the, you know, the attention's on you, but I'm not going to wear no jeans when you got a 3-piece suit on.
Okay.
If you don't have no jacket on as no pastor, I'm not going to have my jacket on.
Yeah.
For instance, one Sunday here, Bishop Allen didn't have on his clergy. And so I remember saying, well, if you ain't wearing your clergy, I ain't wearing mine.
Yeah.
Because you always want to look and match who you're around. You know, if he got on jeans, then I'm be in some jeans.
Yeah.
Because I just my pastor taught me that. You know, you never outdress them and you never dress below them.
Yeah.
It's good.
You with them. You know, and so that's just my philosophy. And then I start having people in my church start coming up with tailor-made suits.
Yeah.
Start coming in custom suits.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, people that will wear normally t-shirts and jeans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gave them something to model.
Yeah.
That's good.
And so then they started dressing like that. And I would see them out, at a restaurant, dressed nice.
Yeah.
And one wife said, "Thank you, Bishop, for helping my husband dress, because it's just a whole nother level."
Yeah.
And I said, "Man, look at me, the marriage counselor now." Because it was just amazing to see. And then when you and they say this, when you dress better, you feel better.
You feel better.
For
Yes,
sure.
it's true.
Coach Prime.
Yeah. He said that.
Yeah.
I said that. You must read one of my posts.
You stole your phone. That's funny.
When I shave my head, after I wash it and I do what I do, and I look at myself in the mirror, I want to walk outside and just be like, I'm ready for the world.
Yeah, that's how I walked into America.
Just because, with this fresh edge, I'm ready.
Man, might get a haircut out from my.
Yeah.
Now I'm just.
It's
It'll bring you up.
confidence.
It's a difference maker. Yeah. Facts.
I spoke to you before the show, and I told you I wanted to cover this. Let's talk to the young people. There's a trend going on social media right now. I see it mostly on TikTok, and Prophetess Barbara Calloway posted on her Facebook page where young people now are posting, and whether it's a part of the trend or something that they're really considering doing, they're posting the day that they have decided that they're going to basically commit suicide. Don't know where it come from or why it's what it is now, but speak to the parent who don't even know that their child is going through something that would have them in the frame of mind to where, since don't nobody see me, this is what I'm going to do.
I think it goes back to being not just present, but being active in your kid's life. My daughter, 13 now, she had a cell phone, but I took it away because we have rules. This is the only thing you can go on. And then she ran across TikTok.
Yeah.
And so I just know what can be exposed out there. So I'm that type of parent that would just say, "Give me your phone."
Yeah.
Right before you can even think about deleting.
You can't erase nothing.
Let me see your phone. you know, and not say my daughter had anything bad in there, but I'm the type of person that monitors.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know what you watching. Like my wife will go in the room and just see what they're watching, you know, because it's just so much that has been presented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With us,
Yeah, you got
it was just TV.
Yeah.
Now it's social media.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so easily to get pulled in.
Yeah.
And so what I think is happening is, one, parents are not being vigilant and alert. Maybe it's that mother that's working several jobs.
Yeah.
That's coming in late and leaving early because she's working to keep a roof on it, and she doesn't have the time. And it's that kid that's being exposed to being an adult and have to raise themselves because they don't have that. That's where church,
Yeah.
the village comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's good.
You know, where mentors and where we come in and be that help, you know, to step in and to be that extension out. But you gotta monitor.
Yeah.
You gotta monitor, and it's a spirit. It's a spirit that is being transferred through these phones.
Yeah.
Like I'm careful of what even my daughter listened to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I know that, you know, people are in there, you know, listening to nothing against rap, nothing against
Understandable.
any type of genre, none of that. But I know that when most rappers are recording and they're putting their lyrics out, most, you know, hip hop, gangster, whatever. Well, the rap lyrics are not just being recorded. What they're doing
Wow.
while they're recording
Yeah.
is being recorded.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's been put out every time it's
Yeah.
being listened to. It was a true story about a young boy that was in New York, and he was listening to some hardcore rap, and fell asleep listening to it. And then when he woke up, he's in handcuffs,
Wow.
blood on his hands, and the police asked him, "Do you know what happened?" He's like, "No. Last thing I remember is going to sleep listening to such and such."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, you killed your parents."
Jesus.
Golly.
And so it's a spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
TikTok trending things, these are spirit. People are trying these things. And parents, we're gonna have to step up
Yeah.
and be vigilant, being alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the adversary, the devil
Yeah.
is after our youth.
First
Yes,
Peter
it is.
5 and
Yeah,
8.
for
They're
sure.
after our youth. They
Yeah.
want our youth because they know that they're our future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we as parents, we as youth ministers and what are mentors,
Yeah.
we gonna say, "Hey man, what's going on? How things going?"
Yeah.
Because maybe it is that young boy that feels neglected by his father, and all he can find where he feels accepted is in a game.
Yeah.
He need us as church people that say, "Hey man, we love you. You matter. You count. You know, you got this."
Yeah.
An idol's mind is the devil's workshop.
All day long.
When they ain't got nothing to do, they gonna be on their phone.
Yeah.
And they gonna be.
And they find the acceptance on the phone. Or personally, I think that the predators, whether it's you know whatever level of predatory sense when the child is longing for something.
Yeah. That void.
Like by the way they talking or typing or whatever, to where they can tap into where the child gets so comfortable because now I'm getting what I want from my parents from somebody else. So then I just fall into the trap of being whatever they want me to be now because I'm not getting it at home. So wherever I'm getting it from, I'm going to satisfy that so that I can continue to get it.
Yeah.
Last thing, talk to the parent who have lost a child due to something like this.
Man, I couldn't imagine. The grief stages and how that parent may feel. I have had members of my church that have lost young kids for violence through street racing, just different things. Just being at the wrong place.
Yeah.
And I would just say, be mindful of what your kids are doing.
Yeah.
You are their protector, and they may not like it. I remember my mom, man. She says, "And when you keep shutting this door in this room, you gonna mess around and not have no door."
You sound like
Sound like my mama.
That sound like Marcus.
I would take this door all the way over.
Yeah. Sound like my mama too.
Ain't no secrets in this.
Yeah.
And I think we all to get out of this mindset of what goes on in this house stays in this house. Because you shut off their outlet of opening up.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And if you are mean to me and you shut down and it's God, you throwing the Bible down me, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So you wanna make sure that you build a safe space where they can come to you back. I tell my daughter, I tell my son, come to me. And Daddy, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to get in trouble. No, you would get in trouble
If you don't.
if you don't come
Yeah.
in. You know, and so this to answer your question, what has helped me was whoopings are not always the answer. I was brought up that way.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah. I think we at this table.
I was raised to go outside and get your
Switch. Get the switch.
Wasn't good enough. Go get another
Go
one.
get a
I'm gonna
big-
wrap that mug around.
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
man, I had to understand this, you know, even as a father, you know, even recently,
Mm-hmm.
that it's not always about whooping.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, and especially for my daughter, I told my wife, I said, I'm not gonna whoop her no more because I never want her to feel like
Yeah.
it's okay for a man to
To
put
hear
her
that.
down.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Wow.
don't have to do this. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know. And so
Right.
I can look at my daughter and she start crying.
Yeah.
Just by me saying, I'm disappointed. That she's
Yeah.
and so, but we have built a relationship now that she's around me like all the time.
Yeah.
She can come and talk to me about anything.
Yeah.
And you know, she don't have to have in her mindset, Daddy's gonna whoop me, Daddy's gonna whoop me, Daddy's gonna whoop me. I'm gonna take this phone away.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be in this house reading this Bible. You know, you ain't gonna have no TV.
I promise that's my mom.
There's some other alternate, but I want us to have a conversation. Why did you think this was okay?
Yeah.
Right. How'd you get there?
How
Yeah.
did you?
I like that.
What made you feel like that was okay to do?
Yeah.
You know, and just trying to bring things to practical life because one day you're gonna grow up,
Yeah.
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 and
Yeah.
you don't want people to label you
Yeah.
based upon your failures or
Yeah.
your past or your mistakes.
Yeah.
And so I think we as parents, you know, what was it? What they say? Spare the rod.
Spoil the
Spoil
child.
the child.
Yeah.
That may have helped back then,
They
Yeah.
don't do that now.
but now,
Yeah.
they be like, after you know whoop them, can I go outside? Like, hey, okay.
It's just
Yeah.
a temporary
When I
thing.
used to get whooped, my soul would cry.
Yeah.
Like
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
When
Bishop. Yeah.
And my mom would say, if I hear another sound out of you, you gonna get it again. You try to.
What I hate my mom used to tell me is, this hurts me more than it hurts
How?
you. You are.
You lying.
Then why you whooping me? I got whooped because my shoes, my Pro Wing Payless shoes was
Pro
untied.
Wings.
Untied.
Untied. Came out, she said,
Untied.
you come on one more time and these shoes untied, you getting the whooping.
Godly.
My God.
I remember coming out of school, stopping, tying up my shoes before I got to the car.
me make
Got to the
sure.
car and my shoes untied. You getting the whooping? Oh yeah, you getting the whooping.
By the time tight.
My
You getting the
God.
whooping.
I used to get the whoopings where my mom used to trap my head in between her legs and just swing the belt and anywhere the belt landed.
My
God.
You can't even try to rule.
Yeah, it's over with.
And my mom, yeah, she didn't care. Like
Hey.
my mom was, yeah, she was that. Or you get in the shower and you think,
Oh, you think she
everything
done
is
forgot?
good.
Oh, man.
Right, she done put it in her. Done. I mean,
Yeah, I
come
remember
Don't
that.
dry off. Bring it in.
Right.
Yeah.
Or get you while you in there.
Oh,
That's even
Oh
worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had
we slipping
those.
on
You
the
trying
floor.
to trying to stay upright.
You have more bruises from falling trying to
My
dodge the
God.
Did they have like a school where all the parents went to back in the
Had to be
90s?
something.
Yeah,
Taught
back
them
then.
this?
It was
Yes.
talking.
Yeah, it was
They had
talking.
been
It
talking.
was in the water.
Man,
water.
we're not going. So we gonna end this on a high note with a little game I want to create called "What You Like."
Uh-oh.
Favorite food.
Favorite food. Like what you mean? Like
Just period. Like your go to that,
If you had to pick a plate,
and you be like,
and
well,
you can have what you want.
favorite food that wifey cooks for you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
man, you got.
You can get your drum.
I love our pork chops.
Okay.
Fried
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. Ooh.
Fried chops.
Okay.
What's on the side?
greens.
Here's Shundo.
Yeah, greens, man. And then she do some green beans with she do it in a different way now with honey in it.
What?
I
My,
didn't know
I ain't
green
know with the
beans were
honey.
Oh my God. It's just,
I don't know if y'all saw that. He just went to a different place.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I
yeah,
can't.
then
Y'all can
macaroni
get a
and
question together too.
cheese and all that, man. It's yeah. And then she don't let it, so she got me because she have the my deal off of some banana pudding.
Oh, praise the Lord.
I got on there and I said, even before we started talking, I said, bananas don't go in banana pudding. And she said, I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Because if you taste my banana pudding. All right, next question.
He went somewhere again.
And 3 years later, we had hold it up.
And you eating her banana pudding.
So I know you and I are very close in age, probably some months apart, something like that. So we grew up in a very musical era.
Oh, man. I knew you saw
So my question to you is, who was your favorite artist growing up?
Okay.
Now I know you was in church your whole life, but whoever it is.
Wait. So wifey just tapped in and she say, "Stop it." In other words, let's talk about it some more.
It would have to be chili.
Yeah.
Okay.
TLC.
GLC.
Okay, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, you had
That's crazy.
Wow. I didn't
TLC.
even recognize it.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Wow.
Willie?
Favorite movie or TV show? Any era, any genre. What you watching?
Man, church folk, please don't stone me.
We human, bro.
Please
We are
don't stone
human.
me. Please don't talk about me. But man, when I was like late 90s and early 2000s, I really used to like watching Tyler Perry plays.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, you talking to the right guy over
You
there.
talking to the right guy.
It was made
Yeah.
like he was like the mud deal, like we had a mud deal.
We
Yeah.
had one, too.
I had a mud deal and I had a Mimo. And that's how they act.
Wait, I'm sorry, I got to tap in. She said it was the other way around, Doc.
I got the microphone. Praise the Lord. But yeah. And it's that was just like when I was down, I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like watching that. But American Gangster.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He's
Yeah.
an actor, man.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Good
My
one.
last one is, whenever you ain't preaching, what are you doing?
That's a good one too.
Man, I like playing video games.
Okay.
What?
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
GTA.
Hey,
Okay.
he's a real one. He's a real one.
Let me find out.
CCA.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call it.
Call of Duty.
Take all my frustration out.
You gotta have an outlet, man. That's important for sure.
I like
I used
that.
to do golfing, but that that's turned into business deals, and I'm like, man, I ain't come out of work.
Yeah.
But now video games.
I did hear that some of the biggest business deals that I'll ever make in my life is on the golf course.
Yep.
Wow.
So I guess that means I'm either not gonna make deals or I need to learn how to play golf because I don't know nothing.
Yeah, you better go to Top Golf.
It'll get you started.
Yeah, Top Golf get you right.
Golf is everything,
It's
and
fun.
that food is delicious.
Yeah.
But I can't drink a soda or a juice when I eat their food. But that's another story for another day.
Going back to games, any sports games? I know we was talking about sports earlier.
Oh man, yeah. Let's talk about. So all y'all know I know nothing about sports, but Who are you going for in?
Cowboys. And I hope Sister Cliffany's watching.
She was early. I don't know if she still is. I know she was early.
She's about to throw a boy.
It's the Cowboys all the way.
Oh my God.
All the way.
Cowboys all the way.
All the way where?
I respect it.
All the way to the Super Bowl.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in them this year.
Okay.
It's going to be every year I believe in them.
I'm about to say, you believe
Hey, that's real. That's real. That's honest. I like
you
that.
sound like Charlamagne the God.
Every year.
But yeah,
I respect,
Cowboys.
I respect that.
Yeah. My wife, she's a basketball person.
Okay.
But I'm a football person.
Is she the first and foremost? I would have never even thought of her in sports because she's so.
Oh, she was the top basketball person in her high school.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Top.
cool.
Like she would cross you up, break.
I would have never known.
She is so.
Don't let that fool.
He said,
Don't let it fool you.
I need some
Get this
throwback videos.
Yeah, we need some throwbacks.
Yeah, like yeah,
She out there AI, huh? Chopping them up.
chopping them down.
Bishop Mack liked to go roller skating. I need to learn how to roller skate some more. It's been a minute.
It's been years.
Shout out to let's do this roll call of everyone that's on right now before we end. Shouts out, of course, the one and only Lady Love is in the house.
Hey.
Barbara Tidwell,
Hey,
that's
Sister Barbara.
tuned in. Byron Mack
Hey,
is on.
Bishop.
Byron Mack, Cliffany. She has been very active. Thank you for being that active.
She got quiet when we started talking about Cowboys.
She ain't said nothing yet. She ain't. And I need you to tap in before
They was at the Cowboy game Sunday. Huh?
That part.
Church time. Huh? Praise the Lord.
Oh my God! y'all don't understand how
This was
much
good.
It's a
I
great show.
needed this.
It's great.
I have been getting on Bishop's nerve every Sunday. Are we ready? Is it gonna happen? And once you said yes, your wife said bless you. I'm gonna pat you on the back when I said it's like a bless you. Like no sir. I appreciate the fact. First of all, I have reverence for you. That's unbelievable, man. The way that you are able. Hold on. You a singer too, Doc.
Man, my wife is a singer. I'm just a preacher that can sing.
I didn't even know she sang.
She got a CD out.
Plug that in.
That's how I met her.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me got you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we gotta hear the story.
So I was literally driving home from church, and radio came on, and her song came on, and you know how we do. Like, wait a minute, who is this?
Yeah.
So you hop on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Hopped in Instagram, and DM'd, hey, God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you to the church.
That boy.
To sing, you know. And can't get away from him now.
Golly.
That's
The rest
crazy.
of my life ever since.
Yes.
Good
My
stuff.
God.
But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
she got several singles out.
Okay. So and they're all available on all platforms. Go on, plug it in, name and all that good stuff.
Yep.
For the people who are listening now and watching now, or those in the future, what's your wife's name and
Teresia Love.
spell that for me? Because if they listen, they're gonna be like, "How do you spell that?"
SHARIZIA.
I need you guys to run her up on all music platforms. I'm going to run her up, and then after I hear her, I'm going to make sure that she say yes to coming on the show because we got to talk to her. Because now she has to sing for me. She has no other option.
Yep.
She is so just. I love her, and every time we see each other, she's like, "Hi," just
Good people.
that smile. She's approachable, and most first ladies are not that approachable.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Dr. Otanya
Very
is a
approachable.
WWE.
Yeah.
Like she'll get down and she get down with you.
Yeah.
But your wife, from the very first day I met her and start talking, like we have a really good rapport. So I have a high respect for her because again, being in ministry, I'm pretty sure there are some things that even the wives has to watch for. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So shout out to you. Much respect. Where can we find you on social media? What days are you doing your streaming?
Man, I've gotten so busy. I don't do it anymore. It's been a minute. I wouldn't say I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it in a while because I've just been pulled so many.
Walking on people's church furniture.
But,
Yeah, I'm gonna post that on my page.
Did y'all see that video of him laying hands on the mannequins?
No, I did not see that.
I was tickled.
like that.
That demon had a.
When I tell y'all I was on the floor, I said, "What is he?" I said, "Oh, this man here, he is funny."
Safe. You know what? I could see you doing like 20-minute, 30-minute at improv.
Oh man,
I would love it.
was it the one with the Grinch? Because he had.
I didn't see the Grinch.
That's hilarious. I gotta go follow his
It
video.
looked like you was in somebody's Walmart or Target or something. It was Target. Okay.
Yeah, they had a spirit on it.
So
It was a bougie spirit. He got it out of me.
We used to Walmart. You go to Target, they got something like that arrogant spirit.
Yeah.
Even something about
Lucia.
the baskets. It's just smoother.
Yeah.
Walmart basket.
You so right.
Bishop Allen.
Like
He's
a cardio
hilarious.
alignment. Right?
Bishop, I need you to give this man a Sunday night.
Yes, we need some improv, man.
Sunday night at Christ Cathedral, live in person on stage.
That's
And
hilarious.
and your wife be the person to open up for you.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what that is. How can we find you on social media, man of God, before we catch you at the improv?
I am Bishop on Instagram and Edwin D. Love on Facebook, Twitter. I don't got no Black Planet.
He said Black Planet. Boy, that's
He went all the way
You better not
back.
have no Black Planet. That Black Planet used to get people in trouble.
I have a MySpace too, huh?
No Snapchat.
No
I don't have
Snapchat,
that.
no.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's
okay.
Instagram, Facebook, and what is that?
TikTok?
Twitter.
No,
I do got a
TikTok. You got
TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
Bishop.
Okay. What can they find? Bishop, I please give this man a Sunday night.
Oh, he
promise.
said Black Planet.
MySpace.
I don't think MySpace exists anymore.
I think it's still.
I don't know. It might
Use
be.
it no more.
Customize the page.
Nah,
man.
fact.
Yeah.
Hey, but you knew something happened. If you came up off my top,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
you messed up. You messed up somewhere. If you came off my top, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God. And that was the time to where, like, if somebody think they've done something wrong,
Oh, they calling.
you know you've
You
done
know.
something wrong
Yeah.
because you're not up there no more.
And they calling.
That part.
Wow.
Where can they find you on social media, Montez?
Oh shoot! It is Montez Toombs on Facebook and MR2 MBS on Instagram and TikTok.
I gotta read this because this is so true. Byron Mack says Bishop Love is a smooth dancer in the Holy Ghost. I love to see the man of God praise God in the dance. I ain't gonna lie, man. You remind me of James Brown.
Come on.
He be getting it in. We've seen your praise, Doc. We've seen your
James
praise.
Brown, you ain't couldn't think of nobody better than that.
I be trying to
No
get
Chris
the camera
Brown
on you.
dancing. Like,
Oh, he said Chris Breezy.
I'm looking for Chris Breezy tomorrow. Huh?
where?
No, I'm
He said he looking for him tomorrow.
whenever Dad do the praise break and they start playing music, I need you to do.
Nah. I'm gonna be sitting right there with the mothers. We're gonna be right there.
Church will never be
mothers.
the same.
Oh, at all.
Christ Cathedral will be packed every single
We'll never be the
Sunday.
same. Never be the same.
Where can they find you on social media, Willie?
Oh man, you can find me on Instagram. That's W Strickland, SCRCKLIN, not LAND. And on TikTok, you can find me at Willie Beamen. That's Willie BEAMEN.
Absolutely. And of course, you can find me at I Am Trevayne. I am TREVAYNE. That's my personal. But if you also like some good R&B and soul music, I have a couple of good tunes out
Yes, you
on
do.
all musical platforms. I don't sing
Most
like
definitely.
Bishop. Man, whenever he, I'll be like, but follow me on social media. You can listen to the intro podcast on all podcast platforms. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and of course on YouTube. Don't forget, if you're watching this now within 30 days, Facebook is going to take it down. So if you want to replay this particular video, you'll be able to do that on YouTube. But definitely subscribe wherever you are watching this now. Bishop, man, thank you, bro.
Bless y'all.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so
it was
much.
great.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Gotta do this
get
again.
Part two?
We're gonna do part 2, 3, 4, and 5. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have a special show, a word with the bishop or something. And we just have different stuff to talk about.
Gotcha.
Because yeah, and
That's good.
I thought you was gonna come sooner than it too. I thought you was gonna.
He said it's Saturday, bro. He gonna say that for tomorrow.
Stay chilling on Saturday.
Not tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing a photo shoot tomorrow, so
Okay.
we got to get up on that so you can,
Bless you.
New York Fashion Week next year, they should have you
Bless
do
you.
what you do
Bless you. Bless you.
right after you leave the improv.
Praise it. Now.
Anyway, look, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to JJ, the jet plane just entered the building.
Hey, JJ Jet Plane.
We are getting ready for an episode of Sports Therapy. Do me a favor, if you guys want to learn some more about sports or just have a good dialogue with some guys, they're going to be up in just a minute with Sports Therapy Podcast. We're going to be live again. Again, thank you so much, Bishop Love, for coming to share with us. Everyone who has watched, who has conversated in the chat, appreciate you guys so much for doing so. Next week, 4 o'clock, we will be back doing the same thing. And I don't know if we have a guest. Hopefully we do. If not, me and the brothers, we're going to make it happen.
Facts.
But this
Yes, sir.
is the Intro Podcast. Thank you guys so much.